Shut up and sit down.
All right, good afternoon, evening, good night, whenever this is. Welcome to Unearthed, a show where we watch movies that people do not talk about very much. I am your host, Philadelphia Bill Cariola. Joining me today is the head honcho over at Feature Presentation Trivia League, who is also the home of this show. Please welcome Big Papa himself, Mr. Tony Heald. Tony, how you doing?
I don't like being called that.
Okay, fair enough.
There's too many people that could actually call me that. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I try and run away from responsibility.
Fair enough. So Papa Bear here. Same, better, worse. We don't know. So, all right. So the movie I picked out today may actually try our friendship. Correct? Like it may push it to the brink here. Yeah.
So slightly.
So we are going with the seminal classic of 1983's Microwave Massacre. Now, you don't know anything about this, correct?
Nope.
All right. So short style, I guess. It's a guy who gets fed up with his wife's cooking and kills her and becomes a cannibal and starts cooking people in his new high-end microwave.
Right.
Yes. So
I was hoping for like a funny jaunt with like a microwave that tries to kill people, but no, cannibalism. Yeah.
Nope, just straight up cannibalism. We're gonna go with that. So this movie was actually filmed in 1978 and did not get released till 1983, which is always a good time.
Yeah, the hallmark of a great film, just be left alone for 5 years, then just like fine, fuck it.
Yeah, this is one of those. It definitely found its life in kind of like the cult circles through the advent of VHS. So I get the feeling this was the correct way to kind of put this a kind of like movie like this out, where like if it went to theaters, it would end up being like a midnight showing or some rinky-dink mom and pop that can't really like do much with it. Whereas on home video, just the box art alone will probably get it like some good circulation. So I will save the one little piece of trivia for after this film, because it's one of those things you find out and it kind of like, well, you'll just see.
I'm gonna guess you meant to say the words ruin the film for you. I'm gonna guess the film's gonna ruin itself for me.
It probably will. I'm not gonna lie. So you know what? Look at it this way: it's only 76 minutes. I mean, like you do that standing on your head. That's like that's Beauty and the Beast. Like that's it. That's the same runtime as Beauty and the Beast. And a whole hell of a lot more is going to happen in this than Beauty and the Beast. I'm not going to promise that it is good, but it is. You will be entertained. You'll be entertained. I will say that. So,
as someone that hates B movies and hates horror, this is going to be a perfect fit for me. I feel
like we're going to have a blast today. I don't know about you. I think it's going to be fun. You know, it's as much fun as you can make it. So, fair warning. An uncomfortable amount of nudity also exists in this film because it was that time period. So I would not watch that with people in the room or with the windows open like I did the last time I watched it, and people were looking in wondering what the fuck I was watching. So but yeah, there should be an experience, I would say, to say the least. So
go away, kids.
First off, they should be outside. So that's on them.
Yeah. They're in their gardens. It's fine. I just like blaring films loud.
All right. So for anybody who cares to watch at home, this is available for free on Amazon Prime. Because of course it is. I also think this is available on Shudder, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm watching it Shudder.
There's no way it's not going to be available on Shudder. So there you go. You got two choices there. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a break. We're going to go watch the show. And then we're going to come back and we're going to compare a lot of crazy notes. So stay tuned. we're back. So Tony, thoughts?
Many thoughts. Primarily, three thoughts that I had. Let me just get my notes up. Oh yeah, there. What the fuck? I expect the cannibalism was a bit thing. I was
it's funny.
Gory, or
it does not cannibalism doesn't enter until 40 minutes into this 75-minute movie. Oh my god, it is that is a long time to hit your inciting incident. I got to admit, a lot of character development, a lot of setup. So
you really had to figure out why he was just a piece of shit.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
So the funny thing about this, the main character, played by stand-up comedian Jackie Vernon. If you were wondering the whole time why this guy kind of sounds familiar, he voiced Frosty the Snowman in Rankin Basson's seminal 1969 classic animated cartoon. Frosty the Snowman
is gonna eat your kids.
No. He's gonna only eat your prostitutes.
True.
So, yeah. What a bad time to be a sex worker, as opposed to any other. Great
I was about to say
it's
the 90s were known to be such a great period of time for them, but
neither were the 70s or 80s. It's just been terrible all around. So it is.
My issue was that there was never any talk about them being prostitutes. They never asked for money. They never talked about money.
Nope.
They just were like, "You're old. You're an old man. You're fat.
Let's do it. All right, cool. How much? Yeah. Nope. Yeah. And the sad part is this whole thing could have been avoided had he just went to a McDonald's around the corner from the empty lot they were building.
That's the thing. So all the way through, I was just like, he's eating dog food. Why the fuck doesn't he just go to McDonald's? So my brain went, oh, it was recorded in the 70s, early 80s. It might not be a prevalent thing.
No.
They go to a takeout. They go to a Jack in Box.
Yeah. No, McDonald's has been around since the 60s. I'm sure there had to be one nearby. And it's whole thing could have been avoided. Big Mac, we're done. So it's fine.
He cooks decent looking food. He cooks a kebab.
Yeah, with a hand.
He's broke instead of your wife.
Yeah. And then when you get to the O. Henry-esque ending, when you find out, first off, okay, spoiler alert for a 40-year-old shitty horror film. What we find out at the 60-minute mark is he has a pacemaker, and the refrigerator-sized microwave has a warning label on the inside, very tiny, which you find out at minute 74 of this 76-minute film may affect people with pacemakers. So the thing he ended up using to eat all these people ended up killing him in the end. So good lord.
I just like the idea that you're just high on coke and just what the fuck, how are we going to finish this? The microwave kills him. How's it kill him?
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. So, really, if you look at it through the lens of this guy has a bum ticker, his wife is just trying to help him out by helping him eat healthy. Yeah, and he's a dick.
The guy's she might not be a good cook. Just at least just talk to her and just go, maybe just stick to basic things, mashed potatoes.
Which she just clearly doesn't want to do. Although the comical giant crab sandwich, and I mean comical crab
it's a giant plastic crab.
It's bigger than the fake spider Eric Rowan pulled out of a cage on Monday Night Raw. It is gigantic.
It's bigger than his head.
It's in a catcher's mitt of a bun.
It's a face hugger from Portal.
It really
from Half-Life.
Oh my god, dude. Oh Jesus. So Yeah, I like that he dreams of killing his wife with a samurai sword that he just happens to have laying around the house for no good reason. So that's super fun.
Because when you think of killing your wife, you go, why not
although
go the exotic route?
My favorite bit, which always makes me laugh, is the scene where he gets fed up and he's like, oh, we're gonna and he's gonna ruin the house and he's gonna open up the vacuum bag on this nice clean house onto a couch with the biggest fucking stain on the back of it.
And they've already put a cover over it. Just move the cover.
No, first off, they had it pointing to the camera as to showcase this lovely, what looks like the old Atari logo, 6 feet wide on the back of this thing, because it starts at the top and gets real big at the bottom. So I don't know who was in charge of the art direction there, but you didn't do your job that day. So
And it's like
simple Afghan on the back would solve that problem.
Yeah, just a robe, just anything, even a dirty shirt.
Yeah. So after he murders his wife, and then accidentally eats her hand and discovers it's delicious.
Which I'm like 90% sure that was a sandwich.
I am 100% sure it was Sloppy Joe's in a rubber hand.
It's just like you saw the flappingness of just like that's just bologna sandwich.
But the running gag of the head moving, her head moving, which also looks like it was made out of felt with reflector eyes. So
and real teeth.
Yeah. Those, gotta have real teeth.
At the very beginning, it's just like I was there, just like those are
like,
real teeth.
Her skin looks like it was made of the same material that made the Moss Man figure for the like Masters of the Universe like toys back in the 80s. Like it's like the same thing. It is like it looks like it would be fuzzy if you touched it.
Yeah. I was about to say, I think that if you just gently pushed it, it would just crumbled.
Oh my god!
Just be left with the eyes just staring at you.
So you'll be not at all surprised to find out this movie had a budget of about $65,000.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you what that was not spent on: sets or special effects.
Or acting or directing or anything like that.
So Jackie Vernon was he's like a stand-up comedian who came up during like the Catskills era, like the very, very dad joke kind of punny kind of humor. And that is peppered all throughout this whole movie. I got to admit, my favorite joke, and I don't know why, because it's so dumb, is when he's at the hardware store trying to buy 10-gallon mason jars and elephant-sized sandwich bags.
Yep.
And the guy tells him to get out, and the store clerk picks up the phone. He's like, "Hello, Coast Guard? Yeah, is the coast clear? All right, good." And he hangs up the phone.
I saw that. I'm just like,
oh my god. Yeah, I feel there was no rhyme or reason to the jokes in this film. They're just like, just do whatever the fuck you want. It's fine.
Yeah. Hey, I got a good one for you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I saw this as a trivia fact. Shut up. Do you know who they originally wanted to play this character, but they couldn't afford him?
Burt Reynolds?
Rodney Dangerfield.
That makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Good on him for not taking the role. Although at that time, late 70s, he probably didn't have a ton of credits to his acting career at that point, if I remember correctly, because Caddyshack was like 80?
Yeah, 1980 for Caddyshack.
Yeah, and I remember he had like a bit part in this movie called The Projectionist, but that was right around this time. So this was before he hits back to school peak. So, but I mean, good on him for turning it down. So, so they got Frosty the Snowman instead. So.
Yeah, because when you can't get Rodney Dangerfield, you go for Frosty.
You go for Frosty.
That's why
Frosty the Cannibal. I wonder if that was what inspired Jack Frost. So just that. So how much do you hate me after this film?
I'm just like, my brain just can't comprehend just like how many drugs in the whole of that.
This is what cocaine like in film form looks like. This is totally cocaine and Quaaludes made this film. There's just no way. Oh my god.
So when he murders his wife, when he finally does it,
Mhm.
do you remember what the actual trigger point is for him? The thing that just like, all right, she deserves to die now.
Oh, wait a second, because I just watched this movie. Shit. No. Yeah, I remember the scene where he kills her with the pepper.
Yeah, she blows a raspberry.
Oh yeah, that was.
She blows a raspberry, and that's where he goes. All right, this bitch deserves to die now.
I've been disrespected. Although
Yeah.
I do love that he stopped in the middle of choking and beating her with the death with the pepper shaker to sprinkle some in his hand, throw it over his shoulder because superstition. I mean, come on, and then go right back to the murder. I mean, that's.
You can't risk having bad luck when you're murdering.
But you can tie your sister-in-law up and keep her in the closet for the duration of part of this film.
How did she not die? That bread went from...
No. How did she go to the bathroom?
How did... Yeah.
Although, I love the mover at the end who finds her that looks suspiciously like Adrian Brody. Yeah. Well, I was like, did he travel in time to be in this film and just go on her to assume it? Because that is a spot-on lookalike, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, what? All right,
we are not discussing this movie linearly because there is. I have no idea how much time is passing in this film. Is it like Tuesday? Is it September? Like it is all over the place.
There's no plot. The plot is that he has sex with women. He makes a weird noise whilst he's having sex, and then he eats them.
Mm-hmm. No. He not only eats them, he feeds them to his coworkers, who love it.
Who are the worst actors in the history of the universe?
Yeah. Now the painfully awkward "Let's Teach the Black Guy" rhythm scene to open the film is that aged poorly when it was happening.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's just like nowadays, I'm like, this is terrible. Oh my god, it is like although I believe this scene did inspire the movie Green Book. So
yeah,
there you go.
We do thank them for giving the Parallel Brothers an Oscar.
Oh my god.
So in the first 10 minutes of that film, 2 rapes.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's the type of film that we're talking with. Just like random. So I don't get. So at the very beginning, there's that woman that walks up. So there's just a breast-shaped hole in the construction site wall.
Yeah, and she wants to go and look at it, but like it is the most flimsily designed thing. Like you could peek your head around the corner to see what is happening. But she decides to go for the rape hole. So yeah. So
she looks in, then she puts her breast there. Then someone comes up and just rapes her.
No. You got it a little back. It's like she peeks in, and then someone comes up and gooses her from behind, and that's when the boobs go flying through the hole.
And she's stuck in there for 5 minutes.
Good couple minutes. Yeah. And then everybody is just like, every guy is awful in this film, except for the bartender. He is the only good person in this film.
Because he just hates everyone.
He fucking has no time for anyone's horseshit. So, and he just wants people to maybe listen to his goddamn problems every once in a while.
I don't even think he was acting. I think they just shot him gorilla style.
I think that was whoever owned this building, and he's like, I don't give a fuck about what is happening here at all.
We're not shutting down service. We're not doing anything like that. You can shoot your little thing, and if you need someone behind the bar, I'm there, but I'm not going to play around with your fucking games, mate.
He is not. So, although I do love, so let me, first off, the first time we go to this bar, I have no idea what time of day. Like, you get in there, it looks like it's the end of the night, and there's like 2 guys at a bar who are so cartoonishly drunk. I'm amazed a bubble with the word hick didn't pop out. And the one guy falls over, and then we cut to the outside where it's clearly like 2 p.m, where our protagonist and his friends go into said bar, and then when they cut back, it's the same guy at this bar, but all of a sudden now all the lights are on, and then there's like strippers happening. Like I'm like, what? Like were they on a lunch break all of a sudden, and then they just decide, oh, it's 2 now, and now it's time for the lunch rush. So, I mean, whatever.
Let's get tits out, food's out.
Yeah. So yeah, all right. Who wants some poppers?
So,
yeah, no. So kudos to whoever that guy was, because he had no time for horse shit.
yeah. And just all the poor women in this film just.
Oh yeah, no, this movie fucking hates women. It really does. Yeah, yeah.
I just don't get like.
I feel like I need to take a gender study class after this one.
Yeah,
just to kind of like even it out. So, even looking at it for the time, it's still terrible. Like I could be somewhat forgiving, but holy Jesus shit.
One of the characters was called DDD, just so they can make a 3D joke.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, like, when you saw that and just like, this is my life's work. I'm going to spend 6 weeks on this, so I can play DDD.
If you ever feel bad about your life, know that somebody said, "Hey, I'm going to pitch you a film. It's going to take 40 minutes to get going, but it's going to be about a guy who's going to murder people with his microwave." And somebody's going to like, yeah, no, here's the check. No, here you go. Like, we're going to make it. We're going to make this movie. We're going to make some movie magic. So,
it's like if Netflix was in the 80s,
and
instead of just doing online digital things, they just did cocaine.
Yeah, all the cocaine, and they're just like, whatever, it's fine. So, yeah. You know what, though? I was entertained. Just to how bad this was, how poorly constructed everything is. Just, you know what? I was laughing for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, is it bad? Yes, it is absolutely bad. Did I find enjoyment out of it? Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah, I can see what the enjoyment is. I just like my favorite line of it though. Mate, in the microwave.
And she is literally in this microwave, like awake and blinking.
Like she's just stood there, just like, "Aye."
So
I leave now.
Yeah, except for when they put the light on it, and like there's this much space in that microwave. Like there's no way she is sitting up whole as a person in this thing.
Yeah, unless in his drunken stupor he might figure out, I'm going to cut her in half.
He did not. He did not figure that out. So, no. This guy was clearly not working with any kind of a plan at any point in this film at all. So,
both on screen and off screen.
Poor Jackie Vernon. I feel like he probably deserved a little better, but here we are. Yeah, I feel like we could probably not go the full 30 minutes in this episode.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to go full 30. I just want to mention just like the women that he ends up sleeping with. So you got the prostitute woman that so he doesn't want to have sex with her, so he does all his housework while she's just sitting around in a bar, and apparently he's just going, yeah, all right, I'll wait. And it's like the list that she gives is about 12 things long. You're just like, let's just go home.
Also, I mean, I feel like she could charge by the hour. That's got to be the easiest payday ever. Like, okay, cool. My hour's up. I watch you do your house chores, so that'll be like, I don't know what that thing's cost back in 83, 70. I don't know. Probably more.
I mean, what? Nothing.
We'll just say a couple $100 or something. I don't know. So, yeah.
So you got that. Then you have the weird knockoff Big Bird.
That poor lady. Yeah.
Just like, with the worst chicken puns you'll ever hear.
I don't know. I've heard some pretty bad ones, but these are not. This is not the A material that they brought.
He's clucked. Then you have the girl that is looking for a lift. So when he picks her up, she decides to go, you know what? Instead of going where I was going to go, I want to fuck you instead. And apparently she's Asian because they kept making jokes about Chinese food. Whereas, let's be blunt.
Although I do love that their plan for Saturday night towards the end, like the big final scene, is they're going to go to the wrestling show.
Wrestling at the Dome.
Wrestling at the Dome, and they put on full-on leisure suits to go to watch. Now, I don't know if dress codes were different back then, but I've watched old tapes. No one was wearing leisure suits going to see wrestling.
Yeah.
At all. And this, I highly doubt that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Yeah.
So,
Also, the did I have a fever dream halfway through this, or was there a guy dressed in African tribal warrior gear holding a crock pot with a hand in it, and we never saw him again?
I feel like there was. I don't remember where in the context of anything though. I do love the homeless guy that picked the arm out of his trash to use.
And then just said scratch his balls.
Yeah, because at least Oh boy, this is a gem, kids.
They introduce his character. They show him with his hand. He never appears again. And they also do a thing where Donald ends up having this weird dirt thing on his car every morning, making references to his cannibalistic things.
I feel like we missed a lot in editing.
I feel there wasn't any editing.
Also in script writing and also in directing. So, man.
One last thing in my notes. So the neighbors are about all weird and kinky, and they show like, man dressed in drag.
I really felt like that was going to come back. Like, something was going to happen with that, and that was just there to be weird.
Yeah, and like just like the final bit was one of the neighbors gardens with a vibrator. It's like,
and he decides then to say, "Wow, what a strange woman." I'm like, you've watched them do the weirdest shit, and this was the time while you're throwing away parts of a human. She's the problem, though.
Yeah, they're the ones because they're sexually promiscuous, but like, oh my god.
Do you need it? You need to lay down after that one?
I need a lot of things. I need a warm hug and to be told it's going to be okay.
It is not. So this movie's free on Amazon Prime right now. You can go watch it.
No, it's not free. It's 75 minutes of your life you'll never get back.
I mean, you don't have to pay to rent it, is what I'm saying. So,
I know, but it's still going to cost you more than money would ever be.
So, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 5. So, just for sheer lunacy, Tony, 5-star rating scale.
I give it a shoe.
You give it a shoe, which is not even a measurement of a number.
Yeah, not even a star, not even a number, a shoe.
Not even like a negative number. Nope. I'm surprised you didn't just go with a bin and just put it in there. So yeah,
no, it doesn't even deserve to go in a bin. It just gets given an old loafer, just like they are. Why not? Because that makes no sense. Just like everything else in this movie.
Yeah, there's not really much of a structure in place or an act system. It's something. It is something. I'll give it that. You don't forget this one anytime soon. So no.
Hey, there's a throwaway in life I found really interesting about the perfect murder was someone that sold £500,000 worth of caviar, and they got rid of it by eating it. So A, it's worthless because you just ate it all. Yep. And B, so I did a bit of research because this movie bored me a little bit. You know how much? So the most expensive caviar on sale at this moment in time. Do you know how much $500,000 is worth? How much you would get for
$500,000 in 1978, adjusted for inflation? I don't know, $8 million. So,
from my research, so the most expensive one you get 500 kilograms of caviar.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that in the span of a year, someone ate 500 kilograms of caviar, and no one noticed, but the guy fucking died because he ate 500 kilograms of caviar.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of fish eggs. So that's an unhealthy amount. I'm not gonna lie. How long would it take to eat that? In Jesus, what is that even a day? Let's pull up a calculator. We're gonna find this out right now because I got nothing.
It's more than 100 kilograms. No, it's more than a kilogram a day. It's more of a
500,000 divided by 365. You would have to eat 1,369. You know what? I'm going to be generous since I'm going to round up 1,370 kilograms a day. I feel like that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
All right. Like, because I feel like I don't even weigh that much.
I don't think anyone weighs that much.
Because I don't know what kilograms to pounds are, and we're not going to discuss because the gentleman never tells. But
No.
I would imagine that's like 8 or 9 people worth of like just fish eggs.
Yeah, but just fish eggs, nothing else. Just like
you really got into this fish egg subplot that was all around for about 5 seconds. That was just insane and made no sense.
Because of the accents that were saying it, and just the joke of just like they had this weird bleep and just like fuck bleep.
Yeah, but that was like way off.
And that went for 5 minutes.
There's no way that was on a television.
It was 2 people just stood behind the camera.
Yeah, no, that was clearly a conversation that was happening in front of them. So, oh man. So, wrapping up, Tony, would you recommend Microwave Massacre to anybody?
No.
Mm.
No.
Mm.
No. No.
So I think I broke Tony.
Yes. I am.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead. And give it a recommend because we should all die together, and I shouldn't suffer alone, and Tony shouldn't suffer alone. So, give it a good hate watch. I'm sorry, this is a movie you throw on at a party with friends when you want to laugh at something, and you will get something out of it.
This is it.
Yes.
This is not a movie that you watch in the middle of the day. This is a movie that you watch at like 11 p.m. at night when you're either stoned at your face or high as a kite or on so much alcohol that you drown a pig.
I would do this at a party with a bunch of alcohol with friends. Do it on a double feature with Swim Fan, which is another movie that's just so preposterous. It's just like, this is ridiculous, and this is great. This is super fun. So yes. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it the recommend. So for me, anyway, I can't speak for Tony because I think he's lost all ability to have rational thought. So on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. Tony, you want to just tell the people where we can find you or what you got going on?
So you can find me here on this channel. Pretty much, I got things going on daily. It feels like at this moment. Go like, subscribe to all the things that you want. Feature Prez on Twitter if you really want to. Healed on Letterboxd, HALD, and all that jazz. But yeah, thank you very much for having me, and thanks for doing this.
You're a good sport. I appreciate it. Next time we'll watch a better movie. We got nowhere to go but up from this one. So I am your host, Philadelphia, Bill Cariola. Reminding you all to please, like, share, subscribe to Feature Presentation, and remember in life that there are no right answers, but there are wrong ones. So take care.
Shut up and sit down.